you wondering if you're married to a narcissist? Are you hearing this term thrown around and you're thinking, wow, that sounds a lot like what I'm experiencing? Are you so confused by what your spouse, husband, or wife say, do, how they think? Are things making no sense to you? Do you feel so alone that you don't think anyone else has ever had to deal with the experience you're in with a spouse like this? If this all sounds familiar, then this video is for you. This is part 2 of Narcissistic Personality Disorder for Beginners. If you missed part 1, then go back and watch that after this one, because in that one we talked about, there's so many, right? There are so many unique traits. But in the first video, we talked about, I just want to remember to get them in order, black and white thinking, we talked about gaslighting, and we talked about word salad. So after this video, if you haven't seen the first one, please go back and watch the part 1. But in this video, we're going to be talking about more traits of narcissistic personality disorder and how they show up in marriage. If you're new to my channel, let me introduce myself. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a transformation coach, a motivational speaker, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I help people every day who are in marriages to narcissistic spouses, and also people who are engaged in contentious divorces with a narcissist. It's a very particular situation. It's not like a regular divorce, so you need special support, and that is what I do. I help people every day deal with the exact issues that you are finding yourself in right now. And while you're here, will you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel? That way you won't miss a single video. I publish a new video every Friday, and this information is really important, so I don't want you to miss any of it. In the first video, I talked about how people are always asking me, is my husband a narcissist? Is my wife a narcissist? Thinking that that is the only way they can see clear to leave the relationship. So I think it bears repeating in this video, in case you never have a chance to see the first one, that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the person can be diagnosed as a narcissist. First of all, even experts in the field, even trained psychiatrists, have a hard time diagnosing someone as a narcissist, but we're all on the spectrum. So what I tell these people is, it doesn't matter if they are a diagnosable narcissist if the behaviors are abusive, if the behaviors are toxic to you, if they're untenable, if you cannot stay married to a person with these extreme tendencies, then you have to take care of you. And there is no pill, there is no therapy for these narcissists. So all you can do really is to learn to make boundaries and leave the toxic situation. Okay, so the first trait I want to talk about today is grandiosity. Narcissists have grandiose ideas about themselves. They see themselves as bigger than life. They're grandiose. They think they're going to do spectacular things in the world. There's no lack of self-esteem, right? There actually is, but they're overcompensating with this grandiosity that they think they can accomplish anything. And when you don't immediately subscribe to their notion of their grandeur, then you become the enemy, that you don't believe in them. So grandiosity is a key trait to look for as a red flag when determining if your spouse has narcissistic tendencies. Another trait to be on the lookout for is entitlement. They have a sense of entitlement. They think the rules don't apply to them. They're above the law. You better abide by every rule, by every law. They are sticklers for everyone else conforming and abiding by the rules, but not them. I mean, they're special. They don't live by the same rules, by the same standards. Like, this can manifest as something as simple as a parking space, like parking in a handicapped spot or in a fire zone or whatever. The rules don't apply to them. They should have special treatment. Another one I remember from my ex-narcissist was the checkout line in the grocery store. He would have 20 items and go to the 10 item or less line because he was in a hurry. And what his needs should come before silly rules, things like that. And then, there was no telling a person like that no. And so they get away with it. Fights with police officers about that they're entitled, they're better than everyone else. They should be entitled to special treatment. And they really believe this. So the sense of entitlement is a red flag that you'll see in most people with severe narcissistic tendencies. And the third trait I want to talk about today is the lack of responsibility, right? There's no accountability for a narcissist. Everything is someone else's fault. They cannot ever admit guilt or admit they made a mistake or admit not being superior in every way. It's mind-boggling. Things I remember are when my ex-narcissist once was backing out of our driveway, and I was watching from inside the house, from the kitchen window, and I saw him run into the car parked across the street from our driveway. Just didn't see it, I guess, just barreled out, hit the car, and nothing had been happening beforehand. I mean, it was just an average day, nothing special. He just hit the car, and as he's coming into the house, and I see the look on his face, I know that somehow I'm going to get blamed for this, right? I am going to be blamed for the fact that he hit a car because I'm the only other person there, and it certainly can't be his fault. So sure enough, he comes in and says, "That was your fault." And I'm just like, waiting to hear the crazy explanation of how this is my fault. And he went on to tell me that it was because he was distracted thinking about something I had said earlier that day that really annoyed him. And at the time, it was nothing. It was benign. I mean, he recalled this conversation and just pulled out something out of thin air that I had said that really was neither here nor there, totally meaningless, not upsetting at the time, but this was his story, that because I had said whatever it was, and it really was sticking with him, it really annoyed him, he was so mad about it that he was distracted, and that was the reason he hit the car. So obviously, this was all my fault. So do you have a story like that about how your narcissist has takes no responsibility for anything? And if you have children together, all of the accomplishments of the children are due to the narcissist. All the gratitude should be to the narcissist for all the accomplishments of the children. But if the children do anything wrong, right, then of course it's your fault. It's the other parent's fault. It's certainly not theirs. They are perfect. They're perfect in every way. Don't tell them that they're not, because World War III. So is this something that you've seen? This lack of responsibility, no accountability, that is another red flag. So do these resonate with you? I'm sure we can go on and make parts 3, 4, 5, and on, because there are so many qualities that are red flags to identify narcissists or people with severe narcissistic tendencies. So if that is what you're struggling with right now, if you are in a marriage to someone like this, or already in a divorce, and it gets worse before it gets better, right? You know what I'm talking about if you're already trying to divorce a narcissist. So that is exactly the person that I help with my coaching. So if that's you, please reach out. I would love to offer you a free session. There will be a link in the description below where you can sign up on my calendar for a free strategy session. And here's what that looks like. We will talk on the phone one-on-one for 30 to 45 minutes. I will ask you to tell me the story of how you got here, what's going on, and I will help you brainstorm what some options might be for you and give you my best advice on how this will play out, what you can do, options you might have for creating boundaries or moving forward. So if that sounds like something that could help, I hope you'll sign up for a free call. It's the first step to working with me. Before I coach any of my clients, we have a free session first. And after that, if I think that we're a good fit, if I think I would be a good coach for you, I'll ask you if you're interested in finding out more about my programs. So I hope you'll get on my calendar and book your free call. Did you find this information helpful? If you did, will you do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like, so I hope I see you in the next video.